Hi, I'm Nick, and I have completed two challenges where I only use normal type moves. However, I decided to give my knowledge onto somebody else, that being my best friend Ryan. And he decided to beat Pokemon X while only using normal type moves. But can he do it? Let's find out. First of all, we started by picking a starter, and most of the time, a starter in this challenge will mean nothing. It's going to get replaced pretty quickly. Except in this game, Chespin is probably the best starter for a normal type moves challenge in all of Pokemon history. Because its final evolution gets access to some of the best normal type moves out there. With Chespin armed and ready to go, Ryan also ended up catching a Riolu, who will be extremely helpful later. After taking down some gym trainers, Chespin evolved into Quilladin, and now it was time to fight Viola. Viola led with Surskit against Quilladin, and Quilladin was able to take it out. Ryan switched to Riolu against Vivian, and while Riolu did some good damage, it wasn't able to take down Vivian without getting hit by Infestation too hard and going down. Next came Quilladin, who came in and defeated Vivian. Ryan got his first badge without using any moves besides normal moves. Next, Ryan had the chance to pick a Kanto starter, which these are all useless. Later on, they're not going to have any good normal type moves, so we might as well just pick Charmander since it's a fun one. Now, along the route, Ryan actually ended up finding the TM for Return. This is probably the best move in the entirety of normal type moves, and the only reason I haven't had any Pokemon use it in previous challenges is because I've never been able to find it in Noraz. Ryan also had access to the Poke Flute and ended up catching Snorlax. This is one of the best normal type Pokemon out there. Genuinely, like there's almost no better normal type Pokemon. And normal types are a very good type because, well, 10% stab boost on your moves that you're going to be using throughout this entire challenge. So it's pretty useful. Now, also while on our way, I taught Ryan a couple of things. There are three kinds of Pokemon in this challenge: Busters, Wreckers, and Breakers. All three of these will be pretty necessary to beat the game. Busters take out Ghost types, Wreckers take out Rock types, and Breakers take out Steel types. Quick side note, all Breakers are Wreckers most of the time, but not all Wreckers are Breakers. And also, you need a Buster in order to complete this challenge. Since we really wanted one, Ryan decided to catch himself a Kangaskhan, which had the Scrappy ability, meaning it could hit normal type or ghost type Pokemon using normal type moves. Next was picking a fossil, which normally we wouldn't care about and we'd just move on. Except in this game, because Amora is insane. Amora has the refrigerate ability, so we decided to add it to the team. Also, Riolu evolved into Lucario at this point. Next was to battle Grant, and Grant had a pretty stacked team against us with rock types. Ryan led with Kangaskhan and did some damage to Amora, but Amora took it out. Quilladin came in next and was able to defeat it, but next was Tyrunt. Ryan sent in Lucario, who doesn't have its fighting type moves to help us out here, and Tyrunt ended up taking it out. We sent in our own Amora since its moves would be neutral, and we ended up taking out Tyrunt because the refrigerate ability grants a partial ice typing to all normal type moves. We beat Grant. Or I shouldn't say we. Ryan's doing all the work. I'm just guiding him through it. On our way through the game, we thought about trying to get a Sylveon with the Pixelate ability. But, small thing, it wasn't possible. If anyone can actually figure out a way to do this, I would love to see it. Anyway, next was Karina. Ryan led with Quilladin against Mienfoo, and Quilladin took it out. Next was Halucha, and for some reason, Ryan sent in Amora, who was instantly taken out because it has a 4 times weakness to fighting. Next, Ryan sent in Kangaskhan, who ended up taking a flying press and dealing back damage, defeating Hawlucha. Finally was Machoke, and Quilladin was able to take it out. We beat Karina. Next, Ryan was able to get the Lucarionite from Karina, and now we can Mega Evolve Lucario. On our way to the next gym, Charizard was now a Pokemon we had, and Quilladin evolved into Chestnut. Now, Ramos would potentially be hard if his team wasn't garbage, and Amora had the refrigerate ability, meaning we took him out easily. Now, there was a lot of stuff that happened between the two gyms that I've cut out here, but this was a thing in Ryan's notes? Like, whoa, this is an actual. What were you on? Like, Ryan. It's okay, man. I support your dreams. Next is Clement, whose Magneton could have been tough, but Snorlax and Mega Lucario were there to take him down. Next was Valerie. Man, why do two characters in this game start with the letter V? Now, this gym is easy in normal playthroughs, and honestly, in any playthrough, it's pretty easy. This was no exception. Mawile was the toughest thing here, being a steel type, and Kangaskhan easily took it out. Charizard came in, and after some screen shenanigans, it took out Aurorus, but Kangaskhan was able to take it out after it set up a Reflect. Finally, it was Sylveon, and it was easily taken out. Now, there were some issues during that battle, but overall, Ryan did pretty well, and then we had to go fight Team Flare twice. Next was Olympia, and this wasn't really too hard. Snorlax used Belly Drum, and it's super immune to any Psychic type moves, so it just easily defeated all of Olympia's Pokemon. So now all that's left is one more gym badge, and then... Wait, what? Ryan, what's going... No, Ryan, alright. Well, while he goes and deals with that, I don't know. Ryan ended up catching a Noibat after all that, and this is a very good Pokemon because it gets Super Fang. Now, we could have gotten Baniri, but we decided against it since it's an early route Pokemon. It's not very good, and Noivern gets the Dragon and Flying typing, which could actually be helpful. We decided to trade it out for Charizard since it wasn't very helpful at this point in the game. Next was Wulfric, and while his first two Pokemon were pretty easy to take out, Avalugg was tough. It took out Snorlax with Avalanche. It also took out Kangaskhan. And even Mega Lucario had trouble against it and lost to it. Noivern came in, and yeah, obviously it was taken down by an Avalanche. Finally was Chestnut, and it was also taken out. So Ryan sent in Aurorus and was able to take it out by echoed voice spamming. Oh, good strategy came into play there, but that was a bit scary. Now, the Elite Four was mostly easy, and that includes Wickstrom, who uses Steel types, because Mega Lucario and Snorlax were able to take him out. Now there's only one challenge left in the game, Diantha. Ryan led with Noivern against Hawlucha, and Noivern used Super Fang before using Boom Burst, defeating Hawlucha pretty easily. Next was Aurorus, and Ryan decided to switch to Kangaskhan, but he then switched to Lucario. I don't really get that one. He Mega Evolved Lucario and took out Aurorus pretty easily with the Steel typing, along with using Sword Stance. Next was Goodra, and Lucario took it out. Tyrantrum came in and KO'd Lucario, but that was alright. It did very well. Next came Chestnut, who did a bunch of damage with Body Slam and got a para before Ryan decided to switch. He sent in Aurorus and ended up taking it out thanks to Refrigerate. Gourgeist was down too because Refrigerate's overpowered and was able to hit Ghost types. Finally was Gardevoir, and Ryan sent in Snorlax. Gardevoir Mega Evolved, And Snorlax took a Moonblast and used Giga Impact to defeat Gardevoir, thus beating Pokemon X using only normal type moves. You know, Ryan, I'm proud of you for completing this challenge. And if you want to see more challenges like this, I recommend going and checking out Ryan's channel. He's just starting out and he's in the description below. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!